Well, hello, you guys. This is my very first video on YouTube. Well, in this platform. Welcome to Soul and Sage Collective. And I created this channel so that it can be a safe space to discuss pretty much anything, if you will. I'm primarily doing this because I have become sugar free. So chances are a lot of the traffic here will be dedicated to a sugar free lifestyle. I became sugar free a little over 4 months now, going on 4 months, and it has changed my life. So, on this channel, you will find that we will have recipes. I'll be doing some cooking demonstrations. We'll just have conversations. I'm doing this because it's a space for me. It's very cathartic. And I find that being in front of the camera on this platform, is a safe space for me. So this is just a little bit about me and why I'm doing this. Again, this is cathartic for me and I enjoy the space. I am on a mission to help people, one person at a time, become sugar free, okay, to live a sugar free lifestyle. I have not always been sugar free, but I am now, and I'm grateful for it. I am so thankful that I chose this lifestyle because it is so free. It is so much freedom. It is so freeing to be here because I am no longer a slave to the sugar. So when I say I'm no longer a slave to the sugar, um, I've been on every diet that you could possibly think of. I've had the lap band surgery. I've had the gastric sleeve surgery. I've done all kinds of diets and I've had my teeth wired. I've done shots. I've done Ozempics. I've done all kinds of things, you guys. And the one thing that I know will always work for me is to eliminate sugar. I've done it before, but this is a little different. I came across a book called Good Sugar, Bad Sugar by Alan Carr. If you look in the description below or in the link below, I have a link for that. I am an Amazon affiliate, and I get credit, of course, if you purchase it from my link. But the book is amazing. You don't have to purchase it from me, but the link is definitely down below. So that book really changed my life, and I've created a 30-day no sugar challenge pretty much every month. And someone may ask, well, if I have the book, why do I need to pay for a challenge? Well, the challenge is for community. I noticed that when I was reading the book and I was going through the whole process, it was more of a challenge for me to do it. I did it, but I didn't have any support. So I had to support myself. I had to go through it myself. I had to find out everything myself. I didn't have people to talk to when I was going through issues or had challenges. So I created this 30-day no sugar challenge in order for people to be a part of community, because community is essential and it's necessary just in general, but it's definitely essential going through this challenge. So at the end of the day, that is my passion. I have always been fascinated with health and wellness. I am currently, as we speak, on a 10-day fast, which is just water. I do that to get control over my eating. Being that I've been on the sugar challenge, I really haven't had to get control over my eating, but I am desiring to lose weight a little quicker because I've lost 15 pounds. My doctor keeps saying, because I always say I've only lost 15 pounds. And my doctor keeps saying, stop saying only. 15 pounds in 3 months is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. But I just know that as I've gotten older, my metabolism has slowed down and it's more difficult for me to lose weight, or I should say it takes longer for me to lose weight. And so if I would have done this challenge or if I would have stopped eating sugar maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, I probably would have dropped about 30 pounds by now. But that is not my story right now. So I said, you know what? I am in the whole month of November, I lost 1 pound. I have been sugar free. I don't eat anything fried. I don't eat anything with sugar. I had been exercising. Currently, my knees have gone out on me because I did too much one particular day. So I haven't been able to exercise in about 3 or 4 days. But I've been doing all the things. I've been drinking my water, which that can be a challenge because I don't drink as much water as I should. So I know that's a thing. But I lost a pound in the whole month of November. So there was a time when I would be discouraged about that, and I would be discouraged, and I would turn right back around and go eat. I would say, well, I haven't lost any weight, so I may as well eat because this isn't working. Or if I did lose weight, I'm going to celebrate. And I'm like, oh, wow, I lost a few pounds, so I can have this cheesecake, or I can have this burger, or this ice cream, or these cookies, or these cakes, or these pies, or whatever. And so I said, you know what? This is just some twisted stuff. You lose weight and then you go eat to celebrate the loss, which in turn puts weight back on you. So that was my broken thinking, right? And so this time around, when I'm not doing any sugar, it's a whole different mindset. It is truly a lifestyle. And I can honestly see myself not ever having sugar again because, again, when I read that book, it really did help, and it really helped change the game for me in terms of not having sugar. So, yeah, you know, it's just a beautiful lifestyle. And my joints were hurting. When I tell you, my legs were hurting, my knees were swollen front and back. It was so difficult for me to even bend my knees. I was sore just getting out of the bed. I was snoring at night. I was cranky. I was irritable. I was bloated. My stomach, and I'm still a big girl. I'm still fat, right? But my stomach was bloated. My face was swollen. My ring, I could barely get it off of my finger. I mean, everything was just swollen and I was just miserable, y'all. So I had to get off of the ride. And so I did. And so I came over here to this no sugar lifestyle, this sugar free lifestyle. And it is definitely a game changer. So yeah, y'all drop me a comment in the line, drop me a line in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Let's talk about this no sugar lifestyle. This no sugar lifestyle is definitely a freeing lifestyle. There's such freedom over here. Sugar free is definitely the way to go. And you couldn't have told me that I would ever feel this way. But it is just life changing because I am no longer a slave to the sugar. And anytime you are a slave to something, there's no freedom. And there's bondage, and there's pain, and there's torture. And that is everything that sugar was bringing to my life. So I decided to choose my heart. And yes, it was hard in the beginning, but guess what? That went away. And I could either be sick and miserable, or laid up in the hospital somewhere with some kind of ailment or something, or I had the opportunity to change that and decide to go in a different direction. So when you have the opportunity to change your life, you need to do it, right? And if you have the opportunity to make a choice of whether you want to have sugar in your life and make you miserable, or not have sugar in your life and make you happy, that's pretty much a no-brainer, y'all. So join me on this journey. My email, or not my email, but my website is www.fatandfreethemovement.com. And just to give you a little bit of background on that, the reason why I chose Fat and Free was because I had been doing so many different things. I was doing a challenge that I was just coming off of. And the very last thing in the challenge they told us to do was to drink only protein shakes and water for 7 days. You lost me right there. That was not going to happen. I did all the other things that they had required, but when they said do no nothing but when they said do nothing but protein shakes and water, I said, you know what, I'm out, because I know I'm not going to do that. So there was no point in me continuing with the challenge. So at that very moment I said, you know what, I'm just going to be fat and free. I'm going to be fat, and I'm going to be free, and I'm going to be happy with this weight. And it just is what it is. I'm going to be fat forever. So I may as well be happy in it. I could choose to be fat and miserable, or I could choose to be fat and free. So I decided to be fat and free. Well, when I decided to be fat and free, I did that for about a week or two. And when I tell you, I ate everything that wasn't glued down. Okay. I was like, oh, I'm fat. I'm free. I may as well eat anything. I was eating, you name it, I was eating it. My kitchen, I had so much stuff. I had so much food and junk, and I was eating everything that I wanted to eat. I mean, it was crazy. I went to the county fair and I was in heaven. I got everything that I wanted to eat. And yeah, it was a mess when I decided to be fat and free. So then I just became even more sore in my joints, and I was tired, and I just felt absolutely terrible. And I'm like, okay, well, I was going to be fat and free, but now I'm fat and miserable. This is not working. So what it did, it slowed me down. I took a couple of beats and I said, you know what? I need to lose this weight. So what can I do to become pain free and become sugar free, because I was sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired of being a slave and being addicted to sugar. So I just was reading a book, and the name of this book came up, and I decided this is what I'm going to do. And that's what I did. And I have been happy about it ever since. And I have been free from sugar for about going on 4 months now. And I am happy. I couldn't be happier. So y'all join me on this sugar-free journey, and mostly at here, Soul and Sage Collective. That's what we're going to talk about, because we're going to talk about things that matter in terms of your health and well-being and happiness, relationships, children, parenting, health and wellness, and all the things. So yeah, thank you for joining me. And that was it. I know the video was long, but this is my space. And either you watch it to the end or you don't, and that's okay. But this is a space for me just to talk and vent and interact. And I hope that people will join in. And I love to read the comments and so on and so forth. So I will see you later, and stay tuned for the next video. Bye.